2007 Mini Cooper base R56 1.6 liter. And we have here rear brakes. And I just kind of wanted to show how essentially what you have is you have a sensor that goes all the way into the brake pad, as you can see here. And this one obviously broken a little bit, but what happens is as the brake pad wears down, eventually the brake pad eventually the sensor, which is mounted here, on this side, the sensor eventually, as the brake pad wears down, the sensor contacts the rotor, which has the effect, I think, of grounding out the circuit. And when that happens, it either interrupts or sends a signal. I'm not entirely sure, but I would guess that it interrupts the signal going through the. Let's see, there's a 2-wire. Yeah, so it interrupts the signal that's actually coming up through the sensor, and then through the sensor and back the other way, back into the powertrain control module, or the engine control unit, whichever term you use. At any rate, so what you have is a completed circuit, and essentially when the brake pad wears down, this now is grinding up against, the sensor is now grinding up against the rotor, and eventually it grinds through the plastic and into the electrical part, interrupting the circuit, which then sends, and the lack of a signal back to the engine control unit actually tells the computer to turn the brake light on and alert the driver that they need front or rear brakes or whatnot. So, at any rate, you see the long, when you have to do the brakes, you can see the long sensor wire. And I kind of wanted to show on this side, which I haven't done yet. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. This side doesn't have the actual signal. It's only on the driver's side. But essentially, you have this long wire that goes all the way through here, all the way through here, and actually is piggybacked, as you can see with these clips here, it's actually piggybacked onto this wire for the ABS. And right up in here, there's 2 holders, and one of them, the front one, is for the ABS, okay? And then the back one here, when you have the actual thing plugged in, the back one is for the brake sensor. So essentially, that's what you have. You have wires running, or a wire running along that length, following that cable, and then it branches off where the one cable goes in for the analog brake system sensor. The other one breaks off right here and goes into kind of like this here. It breaks off and then goes into the caliper to then be connected to the actual sensor, which is attached to the brake pad.